we get into arguments. I get to packing all my stuff. I'm like, man, I'm about to go. I'm done with you. I'm leaving you. It's over with. Like, we done. So all I hear, who's gonna make fall? I hear he get quiet. He leaves out the room and goes to the kitchen. And he comes back in the room, and he have a big old kitchen knife. Big old kitchen knife. He was like, "Where the fuck you think you going? Where the fuck you think you going?" I'm like, my whole demeanor changed, y'all. I'm like, nowhere. I'm not going. No, I'm going in the bed. In the bed. That's about it. I'm only packing my clothes, to organize. I'm trying to clean up.
Get that bag, get through. Yeah, I'm a lost soul, only Lord knows where my heart goes, where my heart cold. Tryna move kids, no locked doors, and she on her knees behind locked doors. They was up, women went down for it. Yeah, they was up, women went down for it.
What's up, you guys? It's V, and I am back with another video today. And today's video will be a story time of my crazy ex-boyfriend. And yes, I mean crazy, like I mean mental, like crazy. So before I get into this video, if you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you guys can be subscribed to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you guys can know when I drop another video, and hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this video. So let's just get straight into the video. So okay, you guys, I'll try to make this short as possible. So before I get into it, I'm going to give you guys a little background on how we got together. So when I was in 9th grade, I was dating this guy, one of my friend's cousins, and they went to the same school together. And so I'm guessing he started following me then. And then we used to have, like, if anybody remember Kick, like my 9th grade year, which was like 2014, Kick was in. And they used to have like the Kick group chats and Kick, and then everybody be in that little group chat talking and texting, and then you'll find a little one person that and y'all start kicking on the side. So after me and my boyfriend at that time broke up, me and him started kicking. And so we was kicking, but we never really could see each other or anything like that. We just knew each other, and our birthday was on the same day. And we just had good conversation. So basically that's just how we knew each other. But we was talking on a low, but it wasn't as serious because I never saw him outside. I never saw him at all, really. I never saw him. We only was texting. So later on down the line, we lost contact, but we still was following each other. And I got a boyfriend around my senior year, 2017, and he had a girlfriend. And so towards that same year, it was like both of us got out of a relationship. And so he came hit me up on Snapchat, I believe, and he was like, "Oh, what's up, birthday twin?" Because like I said, our birthdays is on the same day. Our birthdays is May 12th. Like both our birthdays is May 12th. So he was like, "What's up, birthday twin?" And we conversating. I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" And we just basically reminiscing. Then we just started talking about, "Oh, well, you're not in a relationship no more." "No, I'm not in a relationship anymore." So we just started talking heavy. Then 2018 in January, we got together. We was in a relationship. So boom. So everything going good, everything going great. I leave home. Once I leave home, and this is like in the beginning of April, I leave from with my parents because I feel like I'm grown. And so I go move in with friends, and that was really the start of the crazy and controlling relationship. My first friend, she didn't like my boyfriend. She didn't like him, and he didn't like her, but he didn't like her because she was my friend. Like, he didn't like any of my friends. And so she didn't like him because, like, both of them didn't like each other, because I would be with him all day, then I would be with her all day, and like they didn't like that. Like, they both wanted me for themselves, basically. Like, she wanted me to be with her all the time, and he wanted me to be with him all the time. So he didn't want me to be her friend no more. She didn't want me to date him. So me being, you know, in love, which I wasn't. I just thought that I was at the time. You know, I moved from by my friend and I moved in with my best friend. Then he didn't like her either. He didn't like that we was going out. He didn't like anything. And so I fell off with her. And then I moved in with my sister. So he just had an issue with everything. So once I got with my sister, I really would stand with him because I would be by him all the time. Like, I would be with him all the time. So the first thing that irritated me about him is he started to get on my nerves because he was falling out with everybody. Like, he had an issue with everything. Like, he didn't want me going out. He didn't want me doing this. He didn't want me doing that. If I post a certain picture on Instagram, he didn't like it. He'll try to tear me down. Like, you think that's cute? And, you know, things like that. So, turning me off. Like, you're getting on my nerve now. He being too controlling. I'm moving with my sister. He quit his job for what reason, I don't know. He just didn't want to work. So I was like, turn off. Like, I'm looking for a job. I finally got me a job. And once I got me a job, he felt like he didn't need a job anymore. So he quit his job. So turn off. So I'm just like getting fed up. I realized I don't want to be with him. The real reason why I was with him to begin with was because technically I wasn't over my ex. And so I got out of a bad breakup with my ex. And so basically I just wanted to get over my ex. So I think I got in a relationship with him, but not knowing that at the time we been with him. So we on a car one day and we pulling up to his house and so I have his phone. And I'm going through his phone. Not going through his phone, but I'm on Snapchat. Somebody texts him on Snapchat. It's a dude or whatever. But then, like, I'm looking, and then it's a girl. Like, it was a girl. And it was his friend or whatever the case is. And so I go into the messages, and he's talking about me to her. So I'm like, that's a red flag altogether. Like, you're not about to talk about me to another person, to another female at that. If I talk about you, it's to my friend or to my sister. But, you know, I'm not going to go talk about you to another man. That's a matter of respect. Like, you don't go there. So I'm reading it and I'm like, oh, really? Then his ex-girlfriend was still in his, no, he blocked his ex-girlfriend. So I unblocked her because I wanted to see when was the last time he talked to her. So I'm looking, and it was like around the time we was going together. Like, it was, I'm like, oh, so the last time you talked to her was while we was going together. Okay, so we in a car, and I'm going off. I'm like, well, look at this, and I don't want to be with you. Like, you know, you blowing it. You could bring me back home. He like, I'm not bringing you back home. And I'm like, what you mean you're not bringing me back home? He was like, he started to freak out. He's like, this not nobody. You always acting stupid. This not nobody. Like, he going off on me. And then he started crying. So I'm like, don't even much worry about it. We're going to drop the whole conversation. You know, basically, we just got over it. But that's crazy. So that really turned me off. Like, once he did that crying and he did something wrong, you're crazy. But, you know, I didn't think it was crazy, like life-threatening crazy. I just thought he just didn't want to lose me. He didn't put his hands on me or anything. So, boom. Couple days go by, we in the house, we get into a bad argument again. So I'm in the house, I'm like, I always brought a little bag over there with like things I would wear if I stay over there, sleep the night or stuff like that. So I bring a little bag over there with my hair stuff and, you know, a girl kit, overnight cap bag, you know. So we get into arguments. I get to packing all my stuff. I'm like, man, I'm about to go. I'm done with you. I'm leaving you. You know, it's over with. Like, we done. So all I hear, who's gonna make fall? I hear he get quiet. He leaves out the room and goes to the kitchen. And he comes back in the room, and he have a big old kitchen knife. Big old kitchen knife. He was like, "Where the fuck you think you going? Where the fuck you think you going?" I'm like, my whole demeanor changed, y'all. I'm like, nowhere. I'm not going. No, I'm going in the bed. in the bed. That's about it. I'm only packing my clothes, you know, to organize. I'm trying to clean up because I don't want my clothes. Like, yo, my whole demeanor change. When I saw that knife in his hand, I'm like, I'm not going anywhere, you know, nowhere. Like, leave you. What? Huh? No, I'm not trying to leave you, boys. You. No, boy, I'm not trying to leave you. It was so not funny at the moment because I was crying and everything. Like, you know, I'm like, then I just started breaking down. Like, I just started crying. I'm like, what? Leave him? No, I'm not trying to leave you. What? But for you to bring a knife into this, like, for you to really go get a knife out the kitchen, what you gonna stab me with it? You know we argue all the time. You know, I'm really, I'm real. It's real tears, but it's like I really was trying to leave, but I'm like no, like you know. When he pulled that knife out, baby, my whole demeanor changed. I'm like, leave you? He was like, you think you about to leave me? You think you about to leave me? You gotta get past me first. And he was standing in the doorway. I'm like, leave you, nigga? Who said anything about leaving? Like, I'm not trying to leave. I'm not trying to go nowhere. Like, you know, then the tears came, and then I'm like, I'm only folding up my clothes because the room was dirty, you know? Like, so he bust out laughing, like in the middle of the doorway, he bust out laughing. He was like, I'm just playing, which I knew he wasn't playing. And so that day I saw just how crazy he was. And so, you know, I had to lay in the bed next to him that night, and I didn't sleep at all. Like, he fell asleep. I didn't sleep. I was really up, and I'm just thinking of ways like I could really leave him. Because you pulled the knife on me. So now it's like, what do I do now? Like, how do I get out of this situation? Like, I really thought that he was gonna really stab me up, or the next time we get into a real heated, you know, he'll see I didn't leave him, so he gonna keep pulling that until one day he really get crazy and, you know, want to stab me up. So the next day I had to go to work. I worked overnight at the Sheraton Hotel, and so I don't know if it was the next day, but it was a couple of days later. I had to go to work, and he was the one to bring me. So he brings me to work, and while I'm at work, I used to, now during the time that I told you guys that when I gave you the background of how we got together, during school time, there was this another dude that I used to text that went to the same school as him. And he knew him. He played football with him. And I met him at work. We worked for two different companies. Like, I was working for the Sheraton. He was working for the cleaning company that was over the Sheraton. But we both worked overnight. So one day while I was working there, I saw him. And I'm like, oh, what's up? You know? And we just, you know, it was old time. But he had a girlfriend. He had just lost a baby. And I was in my relationship. And he knew him. So it never was no disrespect. Like, we started texting, but it was like, basically, I just really wanted somebody to talk to other than him, because I didn't want to be with him in the first place. And he ran all my friends away. You know, I don't have no friends because of you. You know, I had my mom and daddy mad with me because of you. Like, it was just a lot of different stuff going on. So I really just needed somebody to talk to. So I started texting him, but we would text and we would talk at work. And we really wouldn't even text throughout the day. Like, we would just text at work, like, while we at work. We were like, oh, well, what time you going to break for? We used to chill for break, but I told him this. Like, I'm telling him, only thing I didn't tell my boyfriend at the time was that I was texting him, which I knew he was going to freak out. So that night, we on my way to work, and I'm basically sitting in the car and waiting to go in. Like, it's 11:30. It's 10:30. I had to be at work for 11. So we sit in the car, and basically my phone rang. It's a text message. Before I could even look at the message, he like, who that is? Which is another thing I hated about him. Every time my phone rang, who that is? He always felt like I was cheating on him, which I never was, because I was always too scared to cheat on him. So I'm like, why you worried? Like, calm down. So I pick up my phone and then I'm like, oh, it's my coworker. I got my phone in my hand like this. Yes, it's an empty case because I'm using my phone. But I got my phone in my hand like this, and he on the, driver's side, and he like trying to look over to see what I'm, who I'm talking to. And then he always kind of made this face like, like, well, what you doing? So when he looked over, I went, and he had tinted windows, and like I said, it's 10:30 at night, so it's dark outside. So my light is all the way up on my phone, and so you could see it through the window, but she can't see who it is. But I saw what he said, and the boy said, "What's up, baby girl? I'm gonna see you at work today." And that's just how he talked. Basically, that's just how he talked. Like, he just said, baby girl. When he first saw me, he was like, what's up, baby girl? That's how he talked, like he an old head. He wasn't flirting with me or anything. That's literally how he talked. And some of y'all probably think, no, you know why he calls you baby girl. I'm like, no, like, he had a girlfriend that he just lost his baby. And I was dealing with him. So it's like I wasn't doing nothing, but I know I couldn't explain that text message to him, so I swiped over and I deleted it. And so basically, he sees me delete it in the window, cause the window dark, the window tinted, so he gonna see. And he snatched my phone out of my hand. He said, "What you just deleted?" He just freaked out. He's like, "Really, Valerie? This is what you want to do, Valerie? This really what you want to do, Valerie? You really want to do that? You really gonna do this to me? You really gonna do this to me?" He punched his air conditioner, and his vent broke. Like, his thing broke off. And I'm just like, no, calm down. I'm not doing nothing. Like, I'm scared. Because I'm thinking about the other night when he put that knife on me. So I think he got something in his car. He gonna choke me or something. So I'm like, son, no, I'm not doing nothing to you, son. Like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. I'm like, calm down. So I'm like, he was like, who was that? Who it was? Who was it? And I'm like, it was my coworker, which it was my coworker. And I'm like, they just was trying to see, was I coming to work? He was like, did you delete it, Valerie? Then why did you delete it, Valerie? So I'm like, because it's a dude and I knew you wasn't gonna want me texting him. And I kind of like laugh at it, but it wasn't funny to him. It was not funny to him. So he's like, you think it's funny? Just take my phone. Boom. He smashed it up against the dashboard. It's over now. I'm like, man. I pick up my phone and I hit him. I'm like, man, what the wrong with you? Like, what's wrong with you? Why would you break my phone? You did not pay for this phone. He's like, Valerie, I don't care. Like, my phone, my screen. I wish I still had the phone to show y'all how cracked my screen was. Like, glass flew in my face and everything. I'm like, something wrong with you? Like, you didn't pay for my phone. Like, I don't care nothing about what you talking about. I don't care what I was doing. I don't care if I did cheat on you. I could have had sex with this dude. You do not break my phone. I paid for my phone. So at this point, you tripping hard. So guess what? You need to go take a minute to yourself. So I'm like, man, I'm about to go. So I try to get out the car. I'm trying to get out the car. He pulling me. He's like, you ain't going nowhere. And so, like, it's a struggle. And, like, he's scratching all my neck up. And I'm like, man, let me go. Like, I'm trying to get him off me. And this is him. And this is me trying to get out the car. So he like, man, he was like, Valerie, stop. And I'm like, leave me alone. I don't want you. Leave me alone. And let me go. So I opened the door and he tried to lock the door, but I unlocked it. Period, poo. So, like, I'm sliding out the chair. Like, I'm trying to slide all my body to the ground. So once he realized that he's, like, losing it, because I was about to come up out that shirt and I was just going to be, naked. So he, like, come here. So by me pulling and me winning, he released my shirt and slapped me in my face. I really didn't have to slap myself, but he really slapped me hard too. And I fell out the car, like I fell back to the ground. And I just got up and I jerked off. I went up the stairs. I ran up the stairs and I hit, because I had to enter from the back. So I hit the stairs, and once you hit the stairs, you go up. They got a security booth right there to see who coming in there. Like, you gotta have uniform to come in there, or you gotta have ID. I hit the elevator. You think this you think them security guards was watching? No, they wasn't. So boom, I hit the elevator and I'm like, just dropped. And the dude who texted me was in the elevator. Like, and I just broke down crying. I didn't want to talk. I just fell to the ground. And one of my other coworkers, it was a dude too, like who I chill with. They like, are you okay? Then he come up behind me and he like, Valerie, he in the elevator. Like, he come up my job and get in the elevator before it's shut. And like, Valerie, come on. Come here, Valerie, come here. I'm like, move. I freak out. I'm going off. I'm screaming. And I run to the security. I get off the elevator and I run back to the security booth. I'm like, get him. He do not belong here. He do not belong here. He do not. I'm crying. I'm upset. Like, they're taking me so serious. I'm like, he don't belong here. This man is trying to kill me. Like, get him. I don't want anything to do with him. He's my ex-boyfriend. I don't want him. You know, he just put his hands on me. As you can see, he just slapped me. So I hit the elevator again, go upstairs, go by one of these girls I know. She bring me back. She bring me to my sister's house. So basically, I'm over there by my sister. I don't want anything to do with him no more. My phone broke. Then the crazy nigga had the nerve to call the phone. And I know it's him because nobody else not calling me. And he's calling it more than once. I'm like, nigga, did you just not see yourself break my phone? Did you just not see yourself black it out? But my phone could still ring. I'm like, you just didn't see that part. You just so blind, in rage. You just didn't see yourself break my phone. He's really calling me, so I'm really pissed. So I go home and I'm by my sister, tell my sister the story. He like, oh no, he cut. I'm like, facts. So go to sleep, wake up. I'm running into, because she was staying with her boyfriend at the time. That's who I was living with, her and her boyfriend. So I'm talking to my brother-in-law, and he asked me, well, what happened? And you know, my nerves still bad. So I'm telling him what happened or whatever, and I'm like, he's really crazy. Like, he's really, and I tell him about the other situation that happened too. So basically, I'm sitting on the sofa running it. He comes early and come knock on the door. I know it's him. I run to the bathroom. I'm like, tell him I'm not here. I don't want to talk. Tell him I'm not here. So I run to the bathroom. And basically, my brother-in-law opened the door, telling me not here. He go outside, talk to him. He like, well, what happened? And then he lied. Well, he didn't lie. He just left out the part where he slapped me. And he didn't tell him none of that. So I get my phone fixed and I'm back on Instagram and stuff. So he sees it. And so when I logged in on Instagram and my phone, I still have my same phone number. He's blowing it up. Babe, I'm so sorry. Babe, I'm sorry. I did not mean to hit you. I just want to be with you. Please don't leave me. Please, please, please. And so I finally read it. And on Instagram, he blowing it up too. He like, Valerie, please, Valerie, just talk to me. Just talk to me. Please, just have one conversation with me. I'm like, man, leave me alone. Just get out my face. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Like, leave me alone. So I block him. I block everything. This dude make a fake account. Please, Valerie, I'm drinking. Now, he didn't drink at all. Like, he sent me a picture of the bottle, of a small Hennessy bottle. Like, so dramatic. Small Hennessy bottle. Like, you got me drinking and crying myself to sleep. And please, Valerie, please don't do this to me. Please don't leave me. So I'm like, son, leave me alone. Like, I keep telling this boy, leave me alone. He don't want to leave me alone. Make a fake Twitter account. I'm posting stuff on Twitter. Now, this goes on for a while. Like, this goes on for 3 to 4 months. Like, we started messing with each other in September. I started messing with somebody else in January, but I didn't go with them. We was just having our little fun. You digging me? Ooh. But still, like, we wasn't going together. So basically, This is still going on. Really, Valerie? You really playing with me? He back to the crazy mode. He was like, I'm gonna expose you. Pause right there. Baby, if you ever try to expose me, I'll make sure to like, retweet, share, repost, and everything else, baby. My news or whatever the case is, first of all, you was my boyfriend for almost a year. Let's get that straight. You was my boyfriend for almost a year. And also, have you seen me, nigga? Like, have you seen my news? Like, please post them. Please. I'm not scared. I'm not scared for you to post my news, even though I know you didn't have any. I know you didn't have any, because after I would send it to him, I would delete it because I didn't trust you that much. I just wanted to, you know, send it to you out the blue, you know, get stuff jumping, and then delete it. So he was like, I'm gonna expose you. And I'm like, why expose me then? Expose me. So now I'm getting mad because now you being a little boy. I hurt his feelings. Like, he was like, you lying. I'm like, I moved on. I'm happy. He made well over like 5 different Instagram accounts. I think he made like 2 Twitters. And after I blocked him from all that, this nigga started emailing me. And if you don't believe me, here they go. Here they go. I'll put him on the screen. That nigga was, but I'm gonna scratch out his name because this is not to, I don't want to insult the boy. Like, once he see this, he gonna know it's for him. Like, it's about him. And once you see this, like, it's not, like, everybody's over it now. Like, at this point, he's over, well, hopefully he's over it. I think he's over it. I'm over it. Like, so it's not to, you know, throw shade or anything like that. This is just a story time while I'm quarantining, and this is a good story time, so I wanted to tell you guys, like, he was crazy. And so, and all the hell you put me through, I don't care. Now, if you want to go on, now if you see this and you go on Instagram and you let the world know it's you, they ain't my problem. They ain't my fault. Because, like I said, no pun intended. Okay, let's go. So, he was emailing me. He ain't emailed me 1 time. He ain't emailed me 2 times. He ain't emailed me 3 times. He ain't emailed me 4 times. He emailed me well over 5 times. Like, Valerie, please talk to me. Valerie, I'm going to call your mama. Like, come on. Like, leave me alone. So I had to find a way how to block emails, which you can only do, if you ever need this, you can only do it on the computer. And that's how you block somebody's email. He probably sent more, but I blocked them. So I don't know how many it really was, but it was just getting out of hand. Like, well, you know, the call in private, I had to change my phone number. And I just had to do a lot. He just did too much. I think he's over it now. I'm happy he's over it. I don't ever think I'll ever go back with him. He's not a bad person, though. Like, well, you try to kill me, so you kind of are. But I'm talking about as far as in a relationship where it's like he just was too obsessive for me. Like, he was more obsessed with me than in love with me. Like, oh, he was that in love with me where he was obsessed with me. I don't know. So, you guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure, if you haven't already, to hit that subscribe button down below and turn on that notification bell so you guys can know when I drop another video. Thanks for watching, you guys. It's V, and I'll be back with another
Yeah, I'm a lost soul, only Lord knows where my heart goes, where my heart cold. Tryna move kids, no locked doors, and she on her knees behind locked doors.